You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yes, sir. We got the one and only man, my main man, Rick Glaser in the building. Shout out to everybody. This is the second show for the day. We did the 3 o'clock show. This is the 9 o'clock show. Always a pleasure to have Mr. Rick Glaser on. We get an opportunity to hear what Rick Glaser thinks about what happened last night on the fight with Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. Let's give Rick Glaser a round of applause. Get a round of applause. Yeah. Rick, what's good, fam?
Just here to talk about what happened last night, the travesty that it was.
Man, okay, Rick, listen, man, listen. I'm glad you're here because I wanted to ask you this question. Everybody asking about the ref. I'm not even thinking about the scores, what the judges scored or the draw. Forget that. Mm-hmm. Rick, you've been in boxing a long time, for over 30 years. Have you ever seen a fighter voluntarily take a knee?
He didn't voluntarily take a knee. He got hit with a shot. It was a delayed reaction, and he went down. He's saying that he took a knee.
Yeah. He
went down from a delayed reaction. It happens all the time.
All the time, yeah.
Okay, very, very common. On any fight weekend, you can see that. That's number one. Okay. He started the count, and then when what's-his-name jumped up and went to his corner, he had stopped the count. Well, as soon as he went back to the corner and the trainer laid hands on him, which was the towel on his face and head, that's a DQ. Unless the referee sent him back there, and he never did, okay? And you send him back to put the mouthpiece back in, to tear off tape, loose tape on a glove. That wasn't the case. As soon as he went back to that corner and that trainer got up on that apron and laid hands on him, that fight was over. It should have been a DQ, and Lamont Roach should have been awarded the victory. And yes, it was a knockdown. They're calling it, he took a knee. It was no knee. 2 seconds later, he went down after he was punched. He just wasn't standing there and took a knee. He had a delayed reaction from a punch. You can say whatever he wants. That's what happened.
You know what? You make a valid point because what happened was I saw the jab hit him in the left eye. It barely hit him. But the punch before that, it was the right hand. He caught him good with the either a catch and shoot or a pull counter. He caught him clean with it.
Yes, he did.
He followed it up with 2 jabs, and then took a step back. Then he just went down and took a knee and turned his back. So,
last night was a 135-pound version in reality, of Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas. So that's what it was. You basically, what was any differently? What was it? 35 years later? Yes, but that's what happened. He literally should have been DQ'd.
So what was okay, Rick? This is as I said. I just try to simplify things as much as possible. I said, okay, I get the scoring, But what you said when Tank took when Tank got hit, delayed reaction, took that knee, and then he turned around and walked off. The ref looked like he looked at the ref first though, because I played it in slow motion. He looked to his left at the ref, and then he he took the knee. He went down. Lamont Roach is fixing to hit him, but I guess once he saw the guy down on his knee, I'm not gonna hit him, And then he walked back the other way. The ref looked like he doesn't know what's going on. Then he tells Lamont to go to the corner. He tell him to go to the wrong corner. Then he turns around, and then he starts. And then I guess he picks up at 2. He does like this. He says 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
And then Tank he looked at the ref and said something. Then he got his head outside of the ring through the ropes. He said something to his trainers, and they came up and wiped his face. You saying at that moment that should have been a DQ. So. Yeah. This is not a conspiracy. This is not you hating on the PBC or nothing like that. That's the rules.
It's rules.
Okay, yeah.
It's not an opinion. It's a rule.
So what would be the logical explanation for why
why Tank did that? Tank didn't know the rules. Huh? He didn't know the rules of his own business. That's just all there is to it. And a lot of guys don't. That's how those things went down. Remember Roger Mayweather jumped in the ring years ago with Zab Judah in that fight? They didn't they should have disqualified Roger. He didn't know the rule.
Roger got suspended, right?
He got suspended, but he didn't know they didn't stop the fight. And they didn't stop the fight and rule it a disqualification loss on Floyd. They realized that it was an emotional thing, and he didn't know the rules. He didn't understand it. He jumped in the ring. He shouldn't have done that, and they let it go. But it really should have been a DQ. There's no question about that. Just like the last night should have been a DQ. Just to let everybody know, between what happened over there in Ireland yesterday with Paddy Donovan and Lewis Crocker, when that was an error by the referee. Last night's judging in the fight with what is his name there? Sander Martin. No, Sander Martin. That fight. Yep. The judging last night's fight and the follies of mistakes the referee made in the same round. It was a horrible day for officiating yesterday. Horrible.
Yeah. Rick, the young lady right here, Miss Black Panther, she asked, she said, can the outcome of the fight be changed?
It can only be changed to a DQ win for Lamont Roach if they rule that. They can't overturn scoring. This has nothing to do with the scoring. They should have never went to the scorecards. It should have been a DQ in the 9th round.
So it's nothing that Lamont Roach can do. Can he petition it or?
Yes, they I don't know if they are filing a protest, but I have advised his promoter to file a protest. Whether he does or not, I don't know. I've advised him to file a protest.
Oh, Rick. So, okay, but what's the chance of let's say he go through with that. What's the chances of, because there's a lot at stake here. This is Gervonta Tank Davis. He's been built as the face of boxing. He's the biggest star over at the PBC for the most part.
He was definitely the face of boxing last night. They were wiping his face off in the corner during the round.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you're right about that. But listen, the audience started booing him, which shocked the hell out of me because, Tank, they're there to see Tank, but they booed him like there are people who are fans of his. Friends that I know, they're like, look, nah, man, he lost that fight. They're saying that. So, and they booed him when he gave the excuse that the reason why he took the knee and went in his corner was because he had hair grease in his eyes. But if the rule is you're supposed to get disqualified, why the ref didn't do it? Why the ref didn't say that's it?
I think he was starstruck that it was happening. It was Tank Davis. It was happening. He was unprepared mentally. He lost control of the situation. These are just some of the reasons. I don't know, but it was horrible. First of all, it was a knockdown. He starts counting, then he stops.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a mistake right there. Then he goes back to the corner, never DQs him. I mean, then he brings him back out again, like never took a. He didn't even take a point away.
Yeah, he did take a point.
If you're not going to disqualify him, you take 1 or 2 points away. It's in the rules to disqualify him, but he didn't even do that. It was. I mean, you can't make this shit up. I mean, it's unbelievable fouling. There's no question about it.
So let's flip it, because this is what I was doing today earlier. I said, okay, let's say Lamont Roach would have done what Tank did. Let's say Lamont Roach takes they would have DQ'd. They would have DQ'd him. They would have DQ'd him. There's no question about it. So that's what I'm asking. I'm trying to get people to keep it real. Okay, let's say you want to argue and say, "Oh, we don't want to hear none of that. The fight was too big." Everybody knew Tank wasn't trying to throw the fight or whatever. Okay, let's say Lamont Roach would have did it. The people who support Tank, what would they say? What would they be saying right now?
I don't know. I'm not in that position. I don't know, but it wouldn't be pretty.
I know what they'll be saying. They'll be saying that Lamont Roach should have been disqualified.
Right. Right.
It shouldn't be a draw. Tank got robbed, this and that. Floyd has something to do with it, whatever. That's what they would have said. Because, go ahead, Rick. Sorry.
So start counting the knockdown and then stop, because what's name jumps up and goes to the corner. I mean, the first rule in boxing is obey the referee. He's the Lord and Master in there. He didn't even obey the referee. He was counting. He ran to the corner to have the corner wipe his face down. It was supposedly the oil or grease, whatever what it was. It doesn't matter. He can't go to the corner to do that in a round. He cannot. Once the trainer got up on the apron, it should have been a DQ. But once he touched him, that was not even a question. That was not even a question. It's unbelievable. Seriously.
I saw the post-fight interview, just part of it with Barry Hunter. He was the lead trainer there, and Calvin Ford was on the podium with him.
Right.
Was that they asked him, and he said, "Man, Barry Hunter." He said, "I've never seen anything like that." Tank's trainer. He said they do that in the amateurs, but he said we didn't know what was going on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Tank knew the rule, or the substance was bothering him that bad. I don't know. All I know is it doesn't matter why. It's a fucking DQ. Period.
You know what, Rick? Now that's something that you said that people are missing. I hear people saying that, hey man, well, Tank didn't mean this, he did that, yada yada. And I get all of that. I'm not saying Tank was probably caught up in the moment. I'm not saying he tried to do anything intentionally. My point is what you just said. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the why.
Yeah. It's like who shot Jack? It doesn't matter. Jack's dead. After the fact, it will matter. Right now, it don't matter. Jack's dead. Same thing.
Yeah. So the why don't matter. So it's supposed to have been a disqualification. And had the roles been reversed, I'm 1,000% sure that that's what would have happened to Lamont Roach. I'm sure of that. It's not a doubt in my mind.
Absolutely, not a question in my mind either.
So, do you think that Lamont just have to pretty much take a moral victory right now? I hope they take your advice. But just take a moral victory, know that, hey, man, a lot of people picked against him. I picked against him. And I didn't pick against him because I didn't think that he was good enough. I just thought that I like Lamont Roach at featherweight because he's a featherweight.
Super featherweight, 130, super featherweight.
Yeah, super featherweight. So I'm like, man, you know what, man? Tank only pick people who we already know what the foregone conclusion is going to be. So I'm under the impression, man, this ain't no disrespect. Tank going to stop this dude in like the 8th or 9th round. I had no idea he was going to put Tank on the back foot. He was going to fight him in the pocket as well. He had really, really good defense. He kept his right hand up because he know Tank likes to counter with the left. So he kept his right hand up and he was catching those. He was catching a lot of those shots on the inside, and to have the balls to fight Tank the way he did.
Lamont Roach fought the perfect game plan fight. Then he got hosed by the judges. I mean, the knockdown should have been counted. And if the knockdown was counted, Tank would have won. Lamont Roach would have won the majority decision because two of the judges that had it even would have had it for him 115, 113. And then the other judge that had it for Tank by 2 points would have had it even. So he got hosed on the decision. I mean, all the way around. Like I said in my tweet, if you go to my Twitter, it says he got robbed 3 different ways. It wasn't a knockout on the scorecards, and then he went back to the corner. They didn't call it what do you call it? He got robbed 3 times in the same night.
Shout out to George Myers dropping that quarter of a dub. He said that he said Tank in his corner was confused. Roach was forcing him to his left. Bad advice. Yeah, Roach pretty much I'm gonna tell you something. I really did like what Roach did. He had pretty good timing. His timing was pretty good. His jab was offsetting.
Roach has great timing and a tremendously high ring IQ.
Yeah, and he showed a lot. He showed the gall to go in there and say, "Hey, I'm gonna fight this guy like this here." He was very poised. When he got hit, when Tank did touch him, Tank went to his body a couple of times.
The moment was not too bright for Lamont Roach. The moment was too bright for Tank Davis. And definitely too bright for Steve Willis, the referee.
Yeah, but that's crazy, man. Steve Willis been around a long time. He's a vet in the game. And Tank don't been in big, Tank don't been on pay-per-view before. I think this is Lamont Roach's first pay-per-view. How could the moment be too big for him?
Sure looked like when he ran back to his corner and he took a knee, went back to his corner and and he's not supposed to. It's a rule. Now, I'm not saying he knew the rule, but you're supposed to know the rules.
No, but Rick, I still don't. Like I would, if I could speak to Tank Davis, I mean, I know he don't like me, but I'm just saying if I could speak to him, I'm like, he's a vet. He's been boxing a long time. They know the rule. If they don't know nothing else, they know. Look, when you're in the round, you can't go to your corner and stick your head out of the ring. They know that. I think that's a known fact. That's a foregone conclusion. But even if something was in your eye, you just move around until the ring is up.
He said his eye was burning.
Yeah,
I sympathize with him.
right.
Okay, I've got substances in my eyes, and my eyes were burning, but I didn't stick my head out of the ring, and the corner man touched me. I was never a fighter. I never had that opportunity. But the point is that's what happened. He should have been a DQ.
Yeah.
Should have never gone to the scorecards. It should have been over in the 9th round. And we should have a new WBA lightweight champ today.
The reason why that didn't happen was, would you say, is it safe to say that the politics, like Tank Davis is a big, he's billed as a
do I think it was politics? It could be. It could have been too big for the moment for the ref. That he was flabbergasted by what was going on. He was startled. I don't know. I never talked to the man, but he done fucked up no matter what happened.
So, Rick, now that this fight is concluded, what does the commission go back? Everybody look at this fight and say, "Hey, look, this is what should have happened."
I don't know about the New York State Boxing Athletic Commission, what they're going to do. I would think they're going to call him in. I would have, if I was the commissioner, the executive director, chairman of the commission, I would call for a hearing on the whole thing. It was deplorable. It was. You know what it was? Refereeing 101 that went way, 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 way wrong, where the guy made multiple mistakes in the same round.
Yeah, the ref, he started counting. So I would love to, I would love to interview Steve Willis myself. I would love to ask him, like, okay, what was your thought process? Okay, you started counting after you told Lamont Roach to go. It took, for me, it took him a long time to start counting, for one. Right,
but he stopped counting. I thought when Tank ran to the corner. That's when the count stopped. That should have been right there. Fight over. In reality, turned his back on the referee counting.
Yeah,
not a good look.
I would love to ask him, like, what made you start counting? And then what made you decide to stop counting?
Well, I think he stopped counting when he turned around and ran to the corner. Tank did. That's when I think he stopped. That's what I saw.
Yeah, but what does that? But what is the referee's justification for that? That's what I want to.
There is none. That's another error that he made. That's my point. That's why I said he made multiple mistakes in the same round.
Yeah.
It's a mess. It's to take a great expression. It's a clusterfuck.
Yeah. If Lamont Roach were to petition this, do you? I don't know. Do you think
If I was on the commission, or I was the executive director, or had voting powers, I would vote to overturn this to a DQ, a victory for Lamont Roach. That's what the facts are.
What would be the backlash with that? Because what you think would be the now with boxing, that's the right thing to do, but Tank has a fan base. They'll get mad.
They can't overturn a decision based on the scorecards unless they found corruption. Okay, you can't do that. They can't make it a no contest. They can't do anything like that or overturn it based on that. But in reality, him starting the count and then not saying it was a knockdown after he started the count, that would have made the difference on the scorecards. To me, that would be grounds to overturn it.
Yeah, but like you said, even if you're right about that. But even if we say, okay, forget that, we'll let you have that. As soon as he went to that corner and stuck his head between outside of the ring, and it's
game over.
Yeah,
game over.
Yeah, there's no way around that.
No.
So that's why I asked you, because for Tank fans who are going to be listening to this, they're going to say, well, that's Rick Glaser. He hates Tank. This has nothing to do with your feelings. This has nothing to do with who hates who likes who. The rule is once he stuck his head outside of the ring, that's it. Then his trainer touched him and wiped his face. And mid-round, that's it. That's the rule. That has nothing to do with your feelings or emotions. So
nothing.
It's not emotional.
I'm citing a rule.
How long? So I wonder what's next. I wonder how they're gonna spin this. Like people gonna be talking about this for the rest of the week.
Well, my post on Twitter about this did 3,300 hits on it and 155,000 views as of 9:00 tonight. So there you go.
So all right.
Crazy.
So I tell you what. So I was under the impression, and this is what I said. I said this a while ago. I say Tank more than likely is going to fight Isak. Whoever he fights, this before when the Lamont Roach fight was announced, I said I think Tank is going to fight Isak Cruz next. I think that's going to be his next fight. What do you think about that?
For what? He can't make 35. He's 140 pounder Cruz, and he has no title. Why would you fight him?
I just think it's an in-house fight. I mean, why would he fight Lamont Roach? Lamont Roach is
because Lamont Roach was a sitting world champion. A lot more cachet. In reality, another face. Remember, you're talking about a rematch of a fight that happened already. 4 years ago? He doesn't have a belt anymore, Cruz.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't have a belt anymore. So I'm trying to think like where would he go at from here now?
He has Lamont Roach look at him straight in the eye. That should be a rematch.
But he said after the fight, he said he wants to rematch him, but Lamont won't be next. That's what Tank said.
They have a rematch clause.
But hold on, wait a minute. But I thought the rematch clause was a one-way rematch clause, meaning if Tank lose, then he has the right to exercise the rematch. But Lamont doesn't have that power. Was it a two-way rematch clause?
I don't know that, but I have been told there is a rematch clause. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't think he could face the public with big numbers if he doesn't fight Lamont Roach next. I'll leave it like that. Unless he fights Shakur or something like that, even a bigger challenge.
Right. Yeah, I don't think so. Now I kind of get what Calvin Ford was saying. The reason why they don't want to fight Shakur, he has to do more in order to earn the right to fight Tank. Then I did hear Calvin say Tank won't let us do what we do. I mean, not Tank. Shakur won't let them do what they do. So what I'm figuring is, based on what I saw last night, Tank looked like that he would probably have a problem with the boxers.
Oh, absolutely. Come on.
Yeah.
That's a foregone conclusion at this point.
He had a problem with boxers with good footwork. So if you're a boxer that got a good footwork, someone like a Shakur, it's gonna be hard for him to pretty much.
I've
do what
always
he
said
did then.
Shakur beats Tank. Both always said it.
So it's about, so of course boxing styles make fights. It's about the matchups and stuff like that. He's in a position to where he doesn't have to. He can pick and choose who he wants. Tank can say he'll fight me, and we'll sell out the Barclays Center.
He may be able to do a good crowd. Don't get me wrong, but he won't do good. He won't be doing good pay-per-view numbers. I don't believe the other night that did well on pay-per-view.
Well, a lot of people, everybody I know streamed it. But there's some good streams out there though. There's some good streams.
There you go. There's your answer.
So I want to pivot a little bit, Rick. The PBC as a company, it seems as though they're going through a transition to the point to where I know that they have partnered up to a degree with Turki Al-Sheikh, as some of their fighters on there. Turki Al-Sheikh has said that, hey, he spoke about his partners, PBC, Top Rank, Golden Boy and Matchroom and Queensberry and stuff like that. So my thing is, if PBC is already working with Turki Al-Sheikh to a degree, do you foresee maybe Tank doing a fight with Turki Al-Sheikh?
I don't know. I can't tell you because I don't know, because Turki Al-Sheikh's going to force him to fight Shakur. Is going to force him to fight William Zepeda. Some the real good fighters out there. So I would be hard pressed to see that.
Okay, shout out to the brother. He said hype job Tank Davis. He said Mendoza, WBA said he may order a rematch. He may. Okay, if that happens, that'll be good. I think Tank should do that. Just do the rematch. And some people feel that Tank could have did a lot better in that fight. I had a couple of calls here and say, well, that wasn't the same Tank. And I'm like, fam,
Tank's always the same, but nobody realized, because then he gets them out of their one power. He was behind on a whole bunch of fights he's been behind on, except he got him out of there.
Yeah. Lamont Roach, what you think is next for him? Does he go back down to 130 and?
No, I think he's going to do. I think Tank's going to be forced into a rematch.
So you really think that with the WBA, he's going to have to
between WBA, maybe the contract, I don't know, but he's got to come clean and save face here. He's in trouble here. His reputation. I've had a lot of people call me all day today that were fans from social media that I talked to on the phone. They said, "Fuck Tank, fuck this, fuck that, fuck Tank." He lost that fight. He's got to save face. He's got to come back and fight and show the world that he's this guy that everybody claims that he is. At least everybody from Baltimore and PBC claim he is.
What I think Tank has to do is, this is the thing, right? Because what I noticed is things have become a high fever pitch. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that, Rick. We've been hearing, there's always been years, oh man, Tank is a protected fighter. Floyd protected him, this and that. But he's not with Floyd anymore, and he's cherry picking and this and that. So because of what happened last night, with the fight turning out to be a draw, and a lot of people who are Tank fans that I know say that they thought that Tank lost that fight. It's kind of like the public opinion is starting to change a little bit. Like, you know what, man? We got to see this dude. We got to see this dude really fight somebody. Fought Roach. It looked like he lost that fight to a lot of people.
He's got to start back out by fighting Roach, winning, and then going on to Shakur. And hopefully he wins that fight. His reputation, it's damage control time, guys.
Rick, the only problem that I have, the problem that I have was this. What I don't like about certain fan bases, they'll say, and I'm not saying anyone in particular, but it's a couple of fighters that have fan bases. It doesn't make sense to me. They would justify their favorite fighter not having to fight the other top guys, even their trainers, like a Calvin Ford or this and that. Well, this guy got to do A, B, C, and D, but he's a champion in your division, and he's universally recognized as one of the top guys. Alexander Usyk is the total opposite. His fan base don't say, well, look, we don't need to fight Tyson Fury. You don't need to fight Anthony Joshua. You don't need the rematch. But Turviev and Bivol, they fan base don't say that. No, I'm going to run it back with him, fight him again, just to prove to y'all. So why is it that it's like they don't see the hypocrisy?
Because the Eastern Europeans, Russians, Ukrainians, Kyrgyzstanians, it's a very macho thing. And they feel the fighter should fight the best, whether he wins or loses, he's got to fight the best. That's why. Different mentality.
Hold on, this guy right here said he must be a diehard Tank fan. He said Tank said he wanted the rematch. He's not hiding. He said he had a bad night. I think you selectively hearing what you want to hear. I'm gonna play for you later on what Tank said. I'm gonna let you hear it out of his own mouth. All right, Rick. So Rick, talk to me. What you got going on in boxing and stuff like that? You got any new fighters?
Just doing my normal business every day. It starts up tonight about 12 o'clock tonight, and it goes full speed till Wednesday night. Then Thursday's slow, Friday's dead, and next Sunday night at 12 o'clock we'll start up the same thing. So I'm 24/7, 365. Been doing this 34 years, and I was God put me on earth to do this. So,
and
I am what I am.
Who introduced you to boxing? Like, who put you in the?
I always liked boxing from the beginning, but Mike Akery, a promoter from Erie, Pennsylvania, who's now passed away, he started me in the business in '91. I called him up, and he didn't have a brother in the business and no relatives, no sons. He never had any kids. And he just said, come on, and I'll teach you the business, and you'll work with me, and I'll groom you. And he did. And we were together till 2010 when he basically retired. And now he's passed on in 2020, January 2021. But he was my first mentor. And then Ron Katz, who at the time worked for Top Rank, he helped me. And then Bruce Trampler helped me. And then Don Majeski helped me, the legendary Don, and then Don King we started working together in 2003, and I learned a lot from Don, and I think Don learned a lot from me, what the truth. We were a good combination till 2016 when I developed the cancer and I couldn't travel for 32 months. And by the time I picked up again, Don was basically retired, semi-retired, does the occasional show.
Yeah, that's my favorite promoter, man. Don King, man. Don King, I love, Don has a big personality. Infectious laugh, smile, very confident, cocky. I love Don. I ain't gonna lie. I always felt like that Don King and Bob Arum, they helped make each other great promoters.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They drove each other to new heights, and they drove boxing to new heights. Absolutely. No question about it. There's not even. I told Don and I told Bob, you guys were great for each other. Even though you guys were mean competitors, you guys were great for each other, and you guys were great for the sport, both of you. Sort of like a real estate developer taking what was the hood and bulldozing, a square mile and putting up a big mall. Same kind of thing. They great for them. It was great.
This dude right here, JD Spade, said, what does Rick do? Like, what's your profession?
My company, GlaserBoxing.com, is a 24/7, 365 worldwide provider of quality supplemental services to the boxing business globally since 1991. I'm an expert witness. I have attorneys that are clients. I'm an expert witness in lawsuits. I broker deals for promoters, for fights, and for long-term contracts, what they call promotional agreements, option agreements. Do all kinds of services for supply sparring partners, for managers, opponents, just do everything to do with the white-collar faction of boxing.
the white collar fashion about it. A lot of people don't like you. You're the first person that educated me on that. There's a difference, and you broke that
Well,
down.
there's a difference between the sport and the business. The white collar faction is the business, and the blue collar faction is the sport. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because a lot of these guys on here, they know more about your business than you do. And, these guys are experts. I know YouTube channels, they experts.
Well, they know the sport, what they see. They don't
Right.
understand what goes on in the back room. And like tonight, I'll be talking to people in Dubai tonight before I go to bed. Dubai, um, I don't know where else. I've got to see who's going to call me, who I have to call. But at least I know I got to call one guy in Dubai. Oh, a guy in Australia I have to call. And then I wake up at 4:00 in the morning and I start on all my European accounts. I have a couple accounts in France that I work with, promoters over there, and I render advice to TV networks, streaming platforms, just a little bit of everything.
So for future references, anybody, y'all say this show, clip this show at between the 33 and 36-minute mark. Rick Glaser broke down what exactly he does in the sport of boxing. So if you know any of your favorite YouTube channels who do what Rick do or want to challenge him on that, you can. I don't think you're gonna win it, but I'm just saying, a lot of y'all, what he do? Okay, he just explained to you what he do. Now, do your research and see what's up and see to anyone can disagree with what he's saying and prove what he's saying is a lie. Just do that. Rick, so Top Rank. Somebody said something about Top Rank. You've been tweeting a lot about Top Rank. What's going on with that situation?
Falling apart at the seams. They don't have a TV or streaming deal going forward after July 26th when their 8-year deal with ESPN ends. And July 26th is the last show. They don't have a new deal going forward. They just got sued by $25 million by a guy from California named Billy Keane. Do
you know him?
I know him. I read through the complaint. It sounds like a lot of craziness. If it's true, it's pretty bad. He said that Top Rank didn't have the money to fund the shows. Hard for me to believe that Bob Arum didn't have the money to fund shows. Come on, please. That's outlandish, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They lost another decision the other night. They just cut some fighters loose, several fighters loose that were good fighters, undefeated, and they cut them loose. They just don't have the slots. And it looks like they're cutting back. I wouldn't be surprised if there's layoffs coming.
It's amazing because you see a lot of corporate layoffs going on in the media, the mainstream media. Which that has nothing to do with boxing,
especially with ESPN.
Right, with ESPN, so they're cutting back. So, what options? I'm pretty sure this court thing or whatever, the guy that's suing them, that's going to be years in litigation. What options do they?
I think they may end up on the zone. Yeah, it could end up, but they're going to end up with a very limited deal, maybe a show a month or something like that. I don't think they're going to end up with any 20 shows a year or anything like that. If they end up with a show a month, but at a great reduced budget compared to what they've been getting from ESPN, they're going to be a shell of their old self. I think there's going to be a lot of layoffs at Top Rank. That's my prediction.
A lot of layoffs, but how many employees do they have?
They got about 39, I think, 38, 39.
Damn, I didn't know they had that. 38, 39?
A big company. You used to see the office building they got. Jesus. You should see this thing.
Yeah, okay, 38, 39. I probably figured they probably had like 30, but they got almost 40 people. So, okay, in a situation like that, when the company downsizes, and I know it's kind of hard for you to probably guess, who would be like some of the first people to go that's expendable in the company? Would it be matchmakers or?
No, you got to have a matchmaker, but they'd probably get rid of some of the social media people. They'd probably get rid of a couple of the executives. There's a real morale problem with Top Rank, and nobody talks about it. The president lives in Vail, Colorado, maybe Aspen. Well, he lives in Colorado. Doesn't matter. Okay, he's got a home in Winnebago, but he actually lives in Colorado. You got the COO lives in Miami. The director of boxing, executive director about vice president of boxing, he lives in New Jersey, and the lawyer lives in LA, and that's where they are. So you can't run a business like that. I know there's Zoom and I know there's emails. You need to be in contact with the employees, because if not, morale goes down.
I get it. I understand that. Turkey out of sheep. I remember Tank said something of the sort leading up to this fight, that he felt that Turkey out of sheep, they cheat fighters over there. A lot of fighters go over there and they lose. I think that's greatly exaggerated, because these fights are more 50-50 fights. So somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. It's as simple as that. If you lose, it's not because
he's not used to real fights. Look at the line the other night, 20-1. Yeah, he stood up. But look at all the lines that for all of his fights, and Turkey Al Sheikh's fights. Look what the lines are in the fights, the betting lines. They're all
not
close.
20-1.
No.
Lamont Roach was a 20-1 underdog.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, there was nothing that told me. I said, man, Tank gonna stop this dude. 20-1 underdog. Wasn't anyone betting on him of that sort anybody outside of DC wasn't really thinking about Lamont Roach.
Well, I know a couple of guys that bet on him and put $100 down and they to win. I think 1080. I think the figure 1075. If you put $100 down, you win 1075. If you want to win $100, you had to put up 2,000.
Man, that's crazy, bro. 20-1 underdog, and he don't get hurt. He don't get dropped.
Nope. He was never hurt, never wobbled, never nothing.
He's coming forward the entire fight. He got hit with the Tank's left hand on multiple occasions. He took it very well.
Well, it is professional boxing. They will get hit once in a while. Yes.
Right. Just the way he did it. So Rick, just to do a wrap up, just to wrap this part up right here for those who may just be coming in. What Tank did last night, when he took the knee, referee started counting or whatever, he went over to his corner. Once he stuck his head outside of the ring, that's would have been disqualified there, or when his trainer touched him.
It could have been either way, because it would have been a TKO. If he wouldn't have touched him, it should have been a TKO, because the referee had started counting. Should have been a TKO there. But once that's subjective. But once the trainer laid hands on him with the towel, should have been a DQ right there.
That's the rule. That's the rule right there.
That's in the rules.
Okay. All right. Well, Rick, man, thank you so much. And the rules has nothing to do with your feelings. None of that. That's what it says for any fighter. It doesn't matter who you are. That's what it's supposed to be. Correct. Is it safe to say that, I guess we know now, it's safe to say that certain fighters do get favoritism, certain fighters?
Obviously, after last night, Sandor Martin should have got his hand raised in a world title fight against Alberto Palillo, and he didn't get his hand raised. Yeah. It was terrible.
I didn't see the entire fight. I saw like the last 4 rounds of that fight. So, but I heard people did tell me that they thought he won, because I saw Carl Moretti in the ring.
That's a bad sign.
What?
Looks like the kiss of death. They lost, didn't they?
Yeah, no. But Carl Moretti was backing his guy, because what's the name is what's the name? Sandor Martin. He's a top ranked fighter.
Yeah.
Well, Rick, let everybody know how to get in contact with you.
My Twitter is @RealRickGlaser1. It's a verified account. There's a lot of fake Rick Glaser accounts out there, including @RealRickGlaser1. It's a little confusing, but the verified account, and it's got over 14,000 followers. And my phone number, my email is at my website. It's glazerboxing.com, GLASER, glazerboxing.com. Anybody can contact me. If you got any opportunities or you have any questions, I can help you in any way. It's just what I do for a living. I help people.
Man, I appreciate you, Rick, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. I know you're going to be up late, but hopefully we can do this again next week sometime.
I'm very interested in doing it again this week. For follow through, maybe we'll do a call-in portion where people can call in and abuse me like they always do.
All right. No Diddy. All right. I'll talk to
Thank
you,
you.
Rick. Salute.
Thank
All right.
you.
Rick Glaser don't left the building. All right, so there you have it. So that's the rule. The rule is, and again, I can, I'll definitely look it up as well. The rule is there. So however you want to spin it, you can spin it like, okay, well, you really didn't know, it was an accident, it's really not a big deal. This rule is no matter who the fighter is, what country you come from, nationality, race, color, or creed. I like to simplify everything and break it down to the least common denominator. Any fighter, no matter who that fighter is or supposed to be, once you take a voluntary knee or whatever, or let's say you don't take a voluntary knee. Let's say you just walk over to your corner, stick your head through the ropes outside, and have your trainer tell your trainer to come wipe your face in the middle of the fight. And once that trainer touches you and wipe your face, that's it. This ain't got nothing to do with racism or white supremacy. This ain't got nothing to do with whether you Democrat or Republican. Let me drop these phone lines right quick. This ain't got nothing to do with if your baby mama pregnant. This ain't got nothing to do with if you got a black promoter or a white promoter. The rule is whether you black, white, yellow, purple, or green, or whatever it is, whether you're a Muslim, Christian, Jew, Buddhist, whatever. If you take a voluntary knee, whatever, go to your corner, any part of the ring or whatever the case may be, but definitely go to your corner, and you stick your head through those ropes, and you make contact with your trainer comes up and touch you to wipe your face in the middle of a fight, that's an automatic disqualification. I hope we got that understanding. True. Hey, Retro, what to say, family? Say, why can't he overturn it? He's gonna have to. Lamont Roach. You know what? Hey, Retro. I don't know if he's gonna do that, but he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to. What Rick just said. I think he said, Retro. I think he said he's gonna have to challenge it. He's gonna have to challenge. He can't challenge the scorecards. I get that. That's why I said early on the show, forget the scorecards. Forget they had it a draw. One judge had it 115, 113. Forget all of that. It never was. It never was supposed to even get to that point. That's the entire point. It never was. It wasn't even supposed to get to that. And that's why I asked the question earlier. I said, okay, let me play devil's advocate. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's say Lamont Roach did the exact same thing that Tank Davis did. Let's say I'm a tankomaniac, right? The tankomaniac is the definition of a tankomaniac is a male groupie of Tank Davis who pretty much is an extremist. If they are very easily emotionally triggered, they are devoid of. They suffer from a strong case of confirmation bias. Because anything that doesn't confirm what they want to believe, even if what they believe is a lie or an error, even if you show them proof, even if you have like the rule, like Rick Glaser broke down what the rule is. Well, an example would be, that ain't necessarily true. That's the rule. It says right here. Okay, well, it might be true, but that's a judgment call. The referee did the right thing. So I asked the question. I said, okay, for those who may be argumentative about their guy, I get it. What if Lamont Roach would have did that? What if Lamont Roach last night would have taken a knee after he got hit with a right hand and then got hit with a jab, left jab, and he wiped his eye, he backs up, looks at the ref, Lamont Roach takes a voluntary knee after a punch or whatever. He turns his back on, Lamont Roach turns his back on the referee and Tank, and he goes to his corner, because I think Lamont Roach's dad trains him, and he sticks his head through the ropes, during the round, and have his dad come wipe his face. I say, what would a tankomaniac say? True. Just asking. And when I ask that question, they get stuck. They get stuck. You get what I'm saying? So, we're not right all the time. And one thing about me, I don't argue with facts. If that's what the rule says, and that's what it is, I do know that if the shoe was on the other foot, I know what they'll be saying right now. We literally talked bad, laughed, made mockery of Devin Haney for him getting beat by Ryan Garcia, even though Ryan Garcia cheated. Ryan Garcia got popped with a PED. He beat Devin Haney on PEDs. But we made mockery of Devin Haney because, don't nobody like Devin Haney. Don't nobody like him, but because of his dad and stuff like that. But he kept getting hit with the left hook, and he was saying the reason why he lost was because the guy was on an illegal PED. Now, whether you believe that or not, it doesn't change the reality of the situation. Ryan Garcia was a drug cheat that got popped with drugs in his system. Now, whether you believe that those drugs are what led to him beating Devin Haney is irrelevant. Once that has been established, that Ryan Garcia is a drug cheat and he was on an illegal substance the night he fought Devin Haney, that kills any other argument. It kills anything. You can say, well, Dev, you still conduct the left hook. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, well, you know what? I do get Ryan Garcia was on PEDs, but, dog, you kept getting hit with that left hook. I always said, look, you had the wrong game plan. You fought the wrong game plan. Styles make fights. The style that you chose to implement in that particular fight allowed you to continuously get hit with that left hook. Now, the rounds you took the left hook away, you was beating Ryan. Because I think Devin Haney won like 5 rounds or something of that sort. I don't know. Something of that sort. But he lost. He got dropped 3 times. So three rounds were 10-8 rounds. So 3 rounds is 10-8 rounds. You get what I'm saying? And they ended up, and then of course it ended up how it ended up. But my point is, you can't pick and choose when you want to have selective outrage. That's the definition of selective outrage. You're selectively choosing to be outrageous about something. But you can't pick and choose. Let's put it this way. If you can't keep that same energy or keep that same criteria, like I told you guys, I have a boxing criteria. Retro boxing and documentary, blood boxing, he got a boxing criteria. My boxing criteria is simple. If you can apply the boxing criteria to any fighter, to every fighter, no matter their race, color, or creed, no matter if it's your favorite fighter or not your favorite fighter, no matter if it's a fighter who you hate or love, the boxing criteria applies to every fighter. This is the criteria. Number 1, what's the level of competition that you fought? If you fighting a bunch of tomato cans and you saying, look, I don't have to fight these other top dudes in the division, I ain't trying to hear that. And don't tell me that you cut from the same cloth of Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard. What do I tell people over here? I don't want to hear nothing about no 4 kings in the modern era. These niggas ain't no 4 kings, because in order to be one of the 4 kings, you have to do what the 4 kings did. Don't say you cut from Sugar Ray Leonard's cloth when you don't move like Sugar Ray. You're not fighting the type of fighters that Sugar Ray Leonard fought. You're not doing what Sugar Ray did. You're talking duck language. So no, you don't get a chance to claim fame off Sugar Ray Leonard's name. If you ain't put the work in or doing what Sugar Ray Leonard did, you can't say that you cut from his cloth. You can't say that you cut from Floyd Mayweather's cloth if you ain't fought the type of fighters that Floyd Mayweather fought. You may not like Floyd for whatever the reason may be, but Floyd got the names on his resume. He got the Pacquiaos. He got the Miguel Cottos. He had the Sugar Shane Moses. I bet Sugar Shane was 75 years old, but that's neither here nor there. He had the Oscar De La Hoyas. He had the Chop Corleys. He had the Zab Judas. He had the Bo Demirs. He had the Ricky Hattons. He had the Juan Manuel Marquez. He had that. So you can't compare yourself to them. If you're not moving like those old guys that you comparing yourself to, you're not them. I don't give a damn how radical your fan base is. Because listen, I care nothing about male groupies. I don't even like male groupies. You niggas too old to be a groupie for a male fighter. Some of these dudes, y'all act like y'all want to sleep with your favorite fighter. They act like they want to sleep with him. Talking about how cute his hairstyle is, how pretty his dimples is, you know, you like his jeans. They're like, bro, like, dude, like some of these dudes, they are emotionally triggered. I get it. Boxing criteria number 2. How many top 10 fighters have you fought? If you justifying not fighting some of the other top guys, they haven't done enough. They got to do more. Oh, who have they fought? They ain't fought nobody. Why, why avoiding, you can't be avoiding other top people and hide behind ticket sales, butts and seats. I have more social media followers than you. My baby mama more bow-legged than your baby mama. My auntie know how to do the one leg up. Your auntie don't. All that's duck language. Number 3, did you dominate the weight division? The only way to dominate the weight division, you got to fight all of the top guys. That's how you dominate. Godzilla is the king of the monsters. Why is Godzilla the king of the monsters? Godzilla kick everybody's ass. Yeah, he had some battles he lost, but he came back and won the war. You know, Godzilla fought Mothra. That's his friend. They had a fight back in the day. He fought Gamera. He fought doggone, hell, he even fought King Kong. He fought all the monsters. Godzilla went walking around, yeah, man, it's about putting butts in cheeks. And, Gamera, he got to earn the right to fight me. Well, now tell him to fight King Kong first. And after he fight King Kong, Megatron over there too. He got to fight Megatron. And then Optimus Prime. You get what I'm saying? And then after he fight them, then he can come holler at me. You can't be saying that holler about, you can't be saying you the top dog. Doesn't work that way. Top dogs won't smoke with everybody. Alexander Usyk is the top dog. If you ain't moving like Usyk, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Commandment number, boxing criteria number 4. How many career-defining fights have you had? The only way to have career-defining fights, you're fighting the type of dangerous fights that Sugar Ray fought, Hagler fought, Hearns fought, Tyson fought, Evander Holyfield fought, Ezra Charles fought, Willie Pelt fought, Henry Armstrong fought. If you fighting those top, that's what makes it so good. He's fighting a dangerous fighter. There's a good chance he can lose this fight. It's a high-risk fight. The elite fighters fight high-risk fights. That's what makes them be remembered throughout the annals of time. When they're dead and gone, people will still remember them because they fought high-risk fights. You can't take low-risk fights and say you're the best. You have to test yourself. You have to challenge yourself. The only way we are going to know you are that what your fans and your coaches and trainers say you are, you got to prove it. It's that simple. And commandment number 5, and boxing criteria number 5, I have 5 criteria. I probably can add more. Did you fight the best? Did you fight the best in the division? So number 1, level of competition. Number 2, how many top 10 fighters you fought? Number 3, did you dominate the weight division if you stayed there for a long time? Number 4, how many career-defining fights have you had? And number 5, did you fight the best in the division? If you got a nigga explain to me why your favorite fighter don't have to fight the other top guys in his division, you ain't got faith in your fighter. True. That nigga ain't what you say he is. He not what you say he is. And I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear to make you feel good. I care nothing about appeasing fan bases. They come and go. I've been doing this shit 4 years. I seen a lot of come. I seen a lot of go. And I seen them return. They'll be cool with me 1 minute. I say some shit they don't like about their fighter. They'll get mad, go to hating and leave or whatever. Then they'll come back. I've been through this. I already know what it is. I have a master's degree when it comes to understanding the psychology of the online boxing fan. I know who the male groupies are. I know your talking points. I know what you're going to say even before you even say it. True. You want to know how I know? Because I stated what you niggas say in the chats. I know which YouTube channels you subscribe to, what YouTube channels you follow. I know which videos you watch. You want to know how I know? I'm going to tell you how I know. Tell you how I know this shit. I have an app on my phone called, let me see. I have an app on my phone called, let's see, this is YouTube Tracker. Yeah, YouTube Tracker. No, my bad, YouTube Studio. I got an app on here called YouTube Studio, right? YouTube Studio, when I look at my analytics, I'm able to look at my audience on here, right? Audience meaning the people who watch my shows. I'm able to look at how many returning viewers I have, how many unique viewers I have, how many current subscribers, how many subscribers I'm gaining every day, what's the best time for me to go live or drop videos. I even know what devices people look at my shows on, whether it's mobile, TV, computer, or tablet. I know the age groups of my audience. I have people watch me from between the ages of 13 to 65 plus. I know the gender of my audience. We got 5.5% female that watch the audience. I know the country, the geography, and I know your audience watches. This here tells me the videos that the majority of my audience watched. My last videos. Boston Shigo, YSM Sports, the Boston Boys. Everybody watches the same channels, right? So I know, okay, Tank fans hate Blue Blood Sports TV. But they watch every video Blue Bloods come out with. They don't like Blue because they feel like he's biased towards the Haneys, which that may be some validity to that. But they feel that he hate Tank. But they won't ignore Blue. They'll watch Blue every day. That's called hate watching. That's called hate watching. That's called hate watching. So what I do know is when they hate you, that's when they'll watch you even more. I know that, right? And I know videos, and I know, and it tells me the channels that your audience watches. Showbiz Deal Dope, Fight Hub TV, Blue Blood Sports TV, Boston Shigo, Mill City Boston, Crack Paul, Aki TV, Dante's Boston Nation, Fag 9, Punch Drunk, YSM, The Boston Voice, The Stomping Ground, Jabba the Hutt, 7-8 Sports TV, and Knockout 86. So if you watching Knockout 86, 7-8 Sports TV, The Boston Voice, Punch Drunk, this and that. See, I know Fanon's audience. He's a pro Tank Davis channel. He hates Terrence Crawford. So I know based on my thumbnail, because YouTube was about the thumbnail and the title. I know based on my thumbnail and the title, when I talk about Tank Davis, I know they're going to come from Fanon. They're going to come from Knockout. And they may even come from 7-8, LDBC or whatever the case may be, stuff like that. So I know, bro. Like I know this shit. I literally. Okay, this Boston Shigo right here. This for his fans. You know, he's a pro Tank channel. He didn't. But Boston Shigo is a male group. He loves Tank. Like I think he want to get Tank some bussy. He'll bust a wide open, straight up for him, and go eagle on him. You get what I'm saying? So I already know. I literally I know. I know you guys very well. True. Know you very well. Trust me, I do. I'm saying not personally, but what you like to watch. I know very well. Shout out to Justin Watson. He said, yeah, my hate watching got to be limited to a certain amount. He said his hate watching. Hey, listen. Boy, I'm going to tell you something, boy. When they hate you, hey, shout out to Retro. Boy, when they hate you, boy, they're going to be your biggest supporters. When they hate you, they're going to be your biggest supporters. And this is why someone like, when you're a content creator, you know, fam. You automatically know, You get what I'm saying? You know, like, it is what it is. I study comment sections, so I look at somebody's video and just look at I go straight to the comment section. I don't even have to look at the video. I just go to the comment section. The comment section tells you everything you need to know. The comment section tells you everything you need to know. It tells you what they're thinking. It tells you what they like. It tells you what they don't like. It tells you, hey, if I make some content about this topic or subject matter, that's going to spark those guys' interest. And if I put a good thumbnail with it, when I go live, they coming. They gonna be here. I already know this. True. Hey, just to say, Coach, they be getting me, boy. I be like, why am I even listening to this stuff? Hey, I already know, bro. I already know. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, though. Hey, shout out to Jerome. Salute, fam. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to EMS. Schoolo. What he say? They hate. He say. What you say? He say they hate you so much. They pay you to read their messages, bro. It's like, yeah, bro. It's called hate watching. It's called hate watching, bro. When they hate you, they hate you, bro. When they hate you, but it's good. Listen, it's nothing to take personal. I'm not gonna lie. I used to take it personal, but I don't take it personal anymore. If you notice, in 2025, I've been so cool and chill and laid back and laughing and stuff like that. I'm nothing on this content creation like I was when I first started out. Yeah, because I had to go to war. I had to go to war digitally, of course, not physically. Digitally, I had to go to war. I had to send out gun emojis. I had to send out demon face emojis. Digital grenades, stuff like that. I had to go to war. So it was a couple of doggone a lot of these. When I was studying the psychology of these fools, I'm like, man, these niggas crazy. I didn't understand the game. I didn't understand how YouTube worked. I mean, I get it now. Now I get it. Now I was like, oh, okay, this shit ain't that. All right, what y'all talking about? All right, I don't destroy you niggas already. Because a lot of these guys are very, very simple-minded. They just emotionally reactive, and they react to anything. I'm the type of person like this here. Once I find out what your weakness is, I find out, you know what? You are so emotionally attached to this fighter that you get mad. You're willing to lose sleep. You won't even get no pussy because your girl fucking third leg Tyrone. Your girl knocking off third leg Tyrone. You can't even get no pussy because you too busy arguing with some niggas online about a favorite fighter who you have a fetish over. Once I saw that, I say, damn. I get it now. Damn, like, if you can control these niggas' emotions like this, and it's very easy to control their emotions, you can do well on this shit. You get what I'm saying? So I get it now. So now it's like, it's kind of like a guilty pleasure. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure. You get what I mean? Hey, shout out to Retro. He said, I don't see how people can watch someone they don't like. Oh, bro, listen. Retro, when they don't like you, that's when they gonna watch you the most. True. Hey, when they don't like you, that's when they're gonna watch you the most. Hatred is a powerful. Okay, let's say they get to the point where, man, I hate that nigga. I can't stand that nigga. If they get to that point, oh, bro, that's what you want. You want that. You want that. They're like, man, the motherfucker hate me, bro. Because I know, when I dropped that video, bro, let me tell you something. Bro, you probably don't remember this. But I did this before. I tested this before. One day, I never forget, it was a Friday. This one I wasn't all right with Blue. I wasn't all right with Blue Blood Sports TV. I was beefing with the entire LDBC, Blue included. Me and Blue all right. There's no issues with me and him now. Now we never spoke before, but I just included him with the entire LDBC because I had all these niggas from the LDBC talking about some hashtag LDBC strong. Yeah, nigga, when we see you, we gonna do this and all that there. You better not come to the fight. Watch your mouth when you talking about Errol Spence and Wilder. And I'm the type of guy. You're not going to tell me to watch my mouth on something. If you tell me what I better not do, I'm going to do it even more, times 10. I ain't, we don't get out like that where we from. So we ain't doing that. Not here in Florida. So I was getting threats from niggas from Texas. It was something about them niggas from Texas. Really, it was the Dallas area. Hold on, shout out to Dallas. I ain't got nothing against Dallas, but there's quite a few of you niggas in Dallas real moist. Gotta say that. So, 'cause some of y'all, not all of y'all, but some of y'all. Then I had a couple of dudes from New York. I had this one nigga from New York holler about his name, Money B from New York, and keep Errol Smith's name out your mouth. I got the Magnum. I'm gonna put the Magnum to your head and all this stuff there. So I had to go through that for like 3 years. Now it's like, they don't even do it anymore. It's like, man, we can't, man. We don't try everything. This nigga just keep laughing. I keep laughing at them, making mockery of them and clowning them. I just I just be clowning them and everything. That's all I do. Just be clowning them. You get what I'm saying? And I'm a small YouTube channel. We don't even have 40,000 subscribers yet. We'll probably end up at about 50,000 by the end of the year though. But I think we just got over the past month, we got 538 new subscribers. So we got 538 new subscribers. But I'll probably get it back up to where I used to have it before I got demonetized. I was averaging about almost 1,000 subscribers a month. Like it started taking off. So I'm gonna get it back up to that. I know what I need to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, blood, when they hate you, when they hate you, bro, yeah, man. Now it's like, I don't destroy them niggas. Like literally. I don't get no more gun emojis. I don't get no more threads. None of that. I'm kind of disappointed. Hey, shout out to Summer. I'm disappointed in my haters. I really am. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in my haters, man. I really am. Shout out to Manuel LG, salute. I expected more of them, like, because I'm battle tested. I'm in it for the long haul. Literally. They gave up. Them niggas don't got tired. I don't get nothing. The LDBC don't come over here no more. She-Go Army don't come over here no more. Crack Paul Army don't come over here no more. Just all of those guys and those offshoot channels. They don't even, bro. When they do come over here, they be on their best behavior. They be on their best behavior, dog. I'm like, damn, I used to get, you know what I mean? I miss it. and then I'm good at trolling myself. I'm real good at trolling. I mean, I get into character and everything, literally. They're like, man, this nigga too good. They learned their lesson. They're done. You know what I mean? They're done. So. Shout out to Berenice. Berenice, salute. Well, what you say? Jethro say she goes. Yeah, she goes. He said, "Whole money." Hey, I like Ace Money though. I like Ace Money. Ace Money is funny, bro. Listen, I like Ace Money. He funny. He ignorant. He an ignorant ass nigga, but he funny. Crack Paul. I like Crack Paul. He funny. Come to Chicago. What I like about Ace Money in South Paul is they'll threaten you to tell you to come. They'll threaten you to tell you to come to their city. Crack Paul in his 50s. Like me. He look old as hell, but he look older than me, but he in his 50s. And then Ace Money damn near 40. So I'm like, he's in his 30s. Like these dudes, it's like, they be passionate too, dog. They be passionate. I can't even front. They be passionate. And then somebody said Saquon. Yeah, Saquon. Shout out to Saquon from New York. Saquon, this old crying ass nigga that be calling the Bossy Boys. He do, I don't know. This nigga cried a whole week. He called the Bossy. I like listening to the Bossy Boys. Shout out to Nessie Gibbs. I listen to the Bossy Boys. The reason why I listen to the Bossy Boys, because I like their callers. Their callers are some of the goofiest people I've ever seen. Their callers are like, they wear their male groupie sit with pride. Bossy Boys have pro diehard PBC fans. They, pro diehard Tank fans, pro diehard Errol Spence fans, just pretty much the PBC roster. Anything PBC, that's pretty much the Bossy Boys. Anything PBC for the most part, most of their subscribers. And they are so passionate about it. And they'll call the show, you better not say nothing about Al. Keep Tank name out your mouth. What you said about Wilder. Wilder don't die down. Errol Spence. Now, one thing, Wilder and Errol Spence seem like they're gone. They done. So the only thing they have left is Tank. That's all they got is Tank. And a lot of these guys, they live their lives vicariously through their favorite fighters. So when they fight hurt, they hurt. If you disrespect my fighter, you disrespected me. if you say something bad about my fighter, you saying something bad about me. If you know, and that's how they take it. It's like a package deal. And I always said, me and Blood Boxing used to talk all the time. My brother, I used to be like, man, I ain't never, Blood, man, you been watching boxing a while. I ain't never seen a time where people was fans of promotional companies. Like when have we been fans of promotional companies? And this nigga say, Quan, he was the cryingest nigga. This nigga called the show one time. This is when Terrence Crawford, it was announced that he was going to fight Madrimov. They had the press conference in New York. I never forget. This fool called the Boxing Voice. Listen, I'm not making this up. This how this fool talk. He sound like he whining. Hold on. Wait a minute, Ness. Saquon. Yo, what's up? You bugging, B? I'm just saying, B, you bugging. Why you crying like that? I'm just saying, Ness. I was there to promote Terrence Crawford fight with Madrimov. And I asked him a question and he wouldn't do an interview with me. I'm here to help promote his fight. Why he won't do an interview? The crazy part about it, the nigga is damn near my age. When Saquon called this show one time, he told me he was almost 50. Light-skinned nigga with curly hair. Light-skinned with the good hair. He damn near 50. He crying. Check this out. A grown man that's almost 50 crying to another grown man that's in his 40s about another grown man that's in his 30s that refused to give him an interview. True. Shout out to Foodie. You can't make this up. Foodie, I want you to think about this, what I just said. A grown man that's pretty much 50 years old, calling another grown man that has a boxing show that's in his 40s, whining and complaining about another grown man that's a boxer that would not give him an interview. To this day. You can't make this up. And he cried for like 2-3 hours, dog. He wasn't on the phone for 2-3 hours, but he was on the phone for like 20 minutes. And I don't like Crawford. And I don't know why he won't give me an interview. Who do he think he is? And this is why he's not a cash cow. He's not the face of boxing. Like literally, like the dude Crawford got a net worth of $20 million, fam. Riddle me this. Some broke niggas online arguing, whining about fighters who are more. Listen, the boy got a net worth of 8 figures. He got a net worth of 18 million or almost $20 million, somewhere up there. Way more than what I got. And the guy, shout out to Rebel Life. The guy, shout out to Summer. The guy who's arguing has a net worth of 2 figures. So, again, I ain't got but a GED, but I have a master's degree in common sense. You got a net worth of 2 figures. Check. You damn near 50 years old. Check. You're a grown-ass man. Check. And what's the problem? I'm mad because I tried to ask Terrence Crawford a question and he wouldn't answer me. He interviewed with everybody else but me. I don't like him. Okay, look. If you don't like somebody, why do you get mad and upset that the guy who you don't like refused to interview with you? If you don't like him, why do you want to interview with him anyways? And if you all online letting him know that you don't like him, I'm pretty sure he know you don't like him. Because you defecate on him, you defecate on his name every time you get a chance. So how you gonna shit on the fighter, defecate on the fighter, in one breath, say you don't like him in another breath and tear him down, and then on the flip side, get mad when that same dude don't like you, won't interview you? True. You can't make this up. And that's when I realized. I said, you know what? These niggas in boxing are some of the most pussified group of niggas I've ever seen in my life. And it doesn't matter what they are, whether they black, whether they Hispanic, whether they white, they all act the same goddamn way. there's a subsection of beta males online that I call male groupies. These niggas have physical attractions to their favorite fighters. Male groupie YouTube channels. And I'm sitting back looking at these motherfuckers like they don't come with grown man energy. You know what grown man energy is? Let me explain to you what grown man energy is. A grown man energy is someone, when he step in the room, he commands respect. He don't see nobody. When he step in that bitch, he say what he say, he mean what he say, and he say it with conviction. Grown man energy, more than likely, they're not guys who are going to be followers. They're not going to go along just to get along with the crowd. Nah, bro, this is how I feel about it. Well, if that's how y'all feel, so be it. I'll just be the lone wolf in this situation. They give off a lot of beta male energy. Whining and crying and getting overly emotional. They talk about how much money they fighter made. Fam, you ain't made none of it. They tell fighters who got a net worth of $18 to $20 million that he doing bad business. Now, shout out to Cooking with Sir CJ. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I ain't got but a GED. I always say I ain't got but a GED. But I have a master's degree, a PhD, and a doctorate in common sense. Facts. And I'm like, you got $2 in your pocket. He got $18, $20 million in the bank. And you say he doing bad business? Well, if he doing bad business, what type of business are you doing? Because you got a net worth of 2 figures, dog. You a 2-figure nigga. And you telling an 8-figure nigga that he doing bad business. Literally YouTube channels and their subscribers go around, yeah, man, he do bad business, dog. Well, shit, the nigga got $20 million in the bank. Literally, I look up on Celebrity Net Worth. These guys are professional pocket watchers. Forbes, they professional pocket watchers. They get paid to watch pockets. Me and you don't. And they say he got a net worth of $18, $20 million. They say that one there got a net worth of $100 million. That one there got a net worth of $70, $80 million. They doing bad business. What type of business are you doing, sir? True. See, I take a common sense approach to this. I make sense out of nonsense. Fool to say Rick been on already. Yeah, Rick gone. He been on. I'm gonna redrop the interview. I take a common sense approach to it. Try to make sense out of nonsense. What I see go on in boxing is a bunch of nonsense. It's my job to come through and try to make sense of it. It's very difficult, but I make it look very easy. You get what I'm saying? And I got to let you male groupers know, these fighters don't know you, dude. I've been to a lot of cities, been to quite a few fights, and they do not like male groupies. Gervonta Davis don't like male groupies. Keyshawn Davis don't like male groupies. Terrence Crawford don't like male groupies. Canelo Alvarez don't like male groupies. It's uncomfortable to a man to have another man have this infatuation of him. Like some of you dudes need help. You are infatuated with male fighters the way you should be infatuated with women. If you said, man, I'm messed up by Carissa Shields. Man, I'm messed up by Alicia Baumgartner. Man, Alicia Baumgartner finer than a mother. Oh, man, Lord, oh, man, I'm crazy about her. If you a man and you a groupie of Alicia Baumgartner, guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you're a woman and you have an infatuation of your favorite male fighter, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with the woman being a groupie of a man. What's wrong with that? Opposites attract. There's nothing wrong with the man being a groupie of a woman. What's wrong with that? But when you got a man who lusting after his favorite fighter, Nigga so in love that he gets to the point to where he get angry. I would never get angry with no nigga on YouTube about your opinions about another man. I got dudes send me messages telling me how much they hate Terrence Crawford because they know I'm all right with Crawford. They see me at the parade on the boat with Crawford, his mama, and all them. They seen all that. They see me at his house and all that stuff there. I'm not making this up. I got dudes hit me up. Yeah, nigga, fuck Crawford. He got dropped by what's the name? He ain't that good. He really lost my Jamal. And I be like, okay, you telling me you saying all that to say what? Nigga, you think because you sending me text messages telling me you hate Crawford that I'm gonna get mad? That don't hurt my feelings, fam. If you hate Crawford, that's between you and your feelings. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, okay, you hate Crawford, so what? What the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna sit here and be arguing with you about another nigga. That man on a private jet flying in the sky some goddamn well. You on the ground hating. You like the ant looking up in the sky and you see the elephant walking. Man, I don't even like them elephant, dog. Who them elephant think they is? Man, they got the nerve to be walking on the earth like this here, stepping on everything. Man, why that eagle flying so high up there? Man, that eagle doing bad business, dog. He really can't fly that good. Don't you know there's a falcon that I met the other day fly way better than that eagle? He ain't all that. Guess what? Both of them flying in the sky. You on the ground. True. You can't make this shit up. I thought it was something wrong with me. I said, you know what? Maybe I'm tripping, man. Like I don't get it. I say something got to be, it gotta be you, Malachi. It gotta be you, dog. It's you. Yeah, it gotta be you, dog. Am I missing something? Then I went to, and then something opened my eyes. You know what opened my eyes? This will open my eyes right here. Let me show y'all this here. Hey, blood. Let me show you this here. What food he at? This would open my eyes right here. You know, when I made this thumbnail, right about a month ago. And I saw this post on Shigo's channel. Now, Boston Shigo is in his 40s. I repeat, Boston Shigo is in his 40s. True. Gervonta Davis is in his 30s. He'll be 31 years old this year. 31. Let that sink in. So, when I saw this post, and this fool said, like, bro, this is like some high school girl stuff. You know how like in high school, I want to bring your women back. I'm going to take your women back. Ladies in the chat, you grown. You ever been in high school or junior high school and you found that one boy that you had a crush on? And you and your girlfriends get together, y'all be sniggling and giggling. Girl, you see Robert over there? Yeah, girl, I saw him. Robert looks so cute. Girl, he's so fine. He not needed and parrot-toed. Girl, I just like how his knees knocked together when he walked and he parrot-toed. Girl, that turned me on. I really want to get with him and this and that. So, y'all, and then y'all writing love letters in the classroom. You write, dear Tank, would you go with me? And you got a box that says check yes. You got a box that says yes over it. You got a box, and you got two boxes. And over the box, one says yes and one say no. And you get what I'm saying? And you wanted to put a check in there. Like, that's what this reminds me of with these dudes. This nigga wrote Tank a love letter. Gervonta Davis is everything these boys want to be. LOL. You can't make this shit up. He's a star with spotlight. This nigga's in his 40s. He makes the most money in class. You're not getting any of the money, sir. He's a knockout artist. He will put you on a poster. Well, he damn sure didn't knock out Lamont Roach last night. He's a trendsetter. Chrome hearts, braids, leg tacks, etc. He got his own style. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is a man in his 40s being so descriptive about a man in his 30s? He's a trendsetter. Chrome hearts, braids, leg tacks, etc. He got his own style. He's exciting to watch. He's really from the trenches. Good Marvel origins backstory. He talking like this nigga, he say Marvel, he talking like he Iron Man or something. Or this Incredible Hulk, or this Thor or something. Marvel backstory. Yeah, did y'all know that? You know he got a Marvel backstory, right? You know he fought Black Adam. He fought Black Adam last time. All right, let's continue. He beat Thanos. Okay, beat Thanos. Loyal to the same people who came up with. Most talked about. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with this? I'm just asking. And then that's when it hit me. I said, you know what? That's what it is, coach. These male groupie YouTube channels, they in love with their favorite fighters. That's why they take it so personal. They in love with these dudes. Like they want to be with these dudes. They want to be around them. They fantasize about their favorite fighters. And then it started making sense. I'm like, so they have these jealous tendencies like a man is jealous of a woman. And if you say anything about the woman that they love, they're going to attack you. The only difference is in boxing, if you say anything bad about the fighter that they love, they attack you. It's the same thing. And that's when I figured it out. True. They're male groupies. They're male groupies. They're male groupies. It's simple as that. Simple as that. That's it. And I'm like, oh, man. Okay. So now that I understand the psychology of a lot of these male boxing fans and YouTube channels, I don't get upset anymore or my feathers don't get ruffled. It's like, okay. Because I already know what it is. Ron J say celebrity worship is real. Yeah, it's definitely celebrity worshiping. I already know what it is. So when they say something like, I had a dude call the show today. What a dude name? Trey, he say his name was Trey from the B. I'm pretty sure he wasn't from B more because he didn't have a Baltimore accent. So he lied and said he was Trey from the B. And he said, yeah, nigga, what you said about Tank and this and that. He said something earlier. I'm going to repost that call and put it out there. Put the phone calls out there, right? I didn't even get mad. Used to be a time you a bitch ass nigga, coach, when I see you, I'm going to do A, B, C, and D. I used to get mad and snap. I don't even get mad no more. Like, man, I ain't, because it is what it is. It's par for the course. That's what these dudes do. They are emotionally unstable. They emotionally reactive. If you say something bad about their boo that they don't like, they're going to get mad and go off. I say, you know what? She gonna let Tank hit. And listen, there's not a doubt in my mind that he would let Tank hit. They already done ran trains on Ellie Sucker nigga Nutsack. Ellie Sucker nigga Nutsack ain't got no integrity. He gonna suck it up, juggle him in his mouth, chicken out jelly from the back, touching his toe. He gonna do all that. Get his eagle on. He ain't got no shame. You cannot shame Ellie. He don't care. Yeah, reporting. You know what I mean? Hey, Tank, how you doing, buddy? All right, I'm ready, Tank, I'm ready. Tank, I'm ready, buddy. I'm ready. Hey, are you ready? I'm ready, buddy. Here goes the KY, Tank. Here goes the KY. You know what I mean? All right, Tank. Come on now. I've been looking forward to this. And then as soon as Tank get behind him, reporting. I'm like, bro, like these niggas, like they like there's no shame in him. He has no shame. You cannot embarrass these dudes. You can't shame them. He has no shame. They be like, yeah, they be busting pussy wide open. He like, yeah, okay, yeah, so what? I let him hit. And what? And I realized these niggas ain't got no shame. Like, they don't care, bro. Ain't got no sense of pride. Like they fanned out. It's like they fanned out. That's what it is. They fanned out, bro. They fanned out. It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them, fam. They cross many now. It ain't just black, white, Hispanic. Listen, it's black with some black content creators, white content creators, and Hispanic content creators. They fanned out, bro. They fanned out. All of them got one thing in common. They don't like me. It's cool though. It's cool. I ain't got no problem with it. I'm the lone wolf. I ain't got no problem with that. I just call it the way I see it, fam. These dudes fanned out, bro, and I'm just, it is what it is. If they like it, if that's what they like, fam, it is. I can't get mad at nobody. Look, man, if you hopefully one day you can, third lady Tyrone got your girl. You know that, right? While you online arguing for 12 hours. Like, we can go to Ace Money channel right now. Ace Money is funny to me. He probably cut somebody out right now. Y'all remember this here? Hold on, let me pull this up. What is that? No, never mind. I got it over here. Let me pull this up. Ace Money funnier than the motherfucker. A lot of these dudes I like though. I like these dudes. I like some of these dudes. They funny. I mean, even the ones that don't like me, they funny. They funny to me. They're real funny. Let me see. Where is that? Where Ace Money at? Where's Ace Money? Morrell. We Team Morrell over here, baby. That's what we are. We Team Morrell. Is it right? No, this ain't it. Where that's at? Where that Ace Money at? That nigga funny, bro. Bro, he was yelling like he lost his voice and everything, fam. The man lost his voice. He was yelling so much. Morrell. We Team Morrell over here, baby. We cooked that nigga. We cooked David Benavidez. We cooked him. We exposed him. And I'm like, what do you mean we? Like, he was talking like he was in the ring with David Morrell. That's how he was talking. He lost his voice. It ain't a nigga on the planet that I'm gonna lose my voice over. Let me see. No, that ain't it. Bro, just imagine. I'm losing my voice. I'm trying to find. Damn, what I had Ace Money clip at. I got it because I play it all the time. You know what? It might be on my Twitter. I play it all the time. Bro, you can't make this up. I'm yelling. Just imagine me. I'm yelling at you. Oh, I don't lost my voice. John said BFTB is worse. BFTB is funny too. BFTB is hilarious. That's where I got facts from. And then She-Block took it from me, and then he made it gay. He told me something, facts. I said, I should have known. I said, this nigga, why you got to say it like that? Like BFTB, I took that from BFTB say, facts. Why are you over here, my nigga? Facts. Why is this bitch ass nigga over here? And BFTB, it look like he be catching temper tantrums. BFTB is hilarious. That dude is so funny to me. I like BFTB. I do. I know them probably like me, but I ain't gonna lie, I like him. He funny, bro. He funny. H Money funny. And Crack Paul funny. They funny. I can't take nothing they say serious. Now they gonna threaten you a lot. They gonna tell you they gonna do A, B, C, and D when they see you. But that's about as far as it gonna go. True. Ain't that gonna happen now? Blood the one put me up on that. He say, look here, bro. Coach, I've been doing this for like 10, 11, 12 years, something like that. He said, ain't that never happened. He said, I don't give them niggas my name, my government name, told them where I be at. Ain't nobody pulled up yet. He said, there ain't nobody pulling up. Bro, I done been to several spots, bro. Omaha, Vegas, LA, New York, Dallas. I haven't been to Houston in a while. Kansas City, Atlanta, Miami. I done been to all these different places, bro. And I don't see these dudes nowhere. Like I don't. Like I'm like, where these niggas at? Where they at? Like, you know, I don't see them nowhere. You don't see them nowhere. And listen. Then when I did ran down on when me and Jabba the Hutt came face to face, he offered to buy me a drink. True. Listen, the media maid, Officer Drew Titan, all he do is threaten. Yeah, man, when I see that nigga Malachi, I'm going to knock his ass. I played a video over here one time. He said he'll beat me up. Yeah, I guarantee I'll beat you up. I do this, I do that. And I'm like, dude, I was literally in New York where y'all was at, fam. In the fight. At the fight. Walked downstairs, met Rick Glaser, and then walked over there where the media booth was at and took pictures of Kevin Moore's name. For all of y'all who don't know who Kevin Moore is, that's 7 Sports TV. I met Maestro Boxing. I met Sean Zytel. I met Rick Glaser for the first time. I met it was a couple of dudes I met that watched my show and the content creators and stuff. Yeah, that nigga, boy, he was hiding in the hotel room. Dude, we was literally in the same hotel. Literally, we was in the same hotel, fam. You know, but anyway, yeah, I got the facts from And the one thing about me, if I take his shit, if I take his shit, I'm gonna tell you, I took his shit and remix it. Then she block took it from me, and then she made it gay. Facts. This old sweet ass nigga. True. Man, where's that H money at, bro? Somebody sent me that H money. Damn, I gotta find it, bro. Man, somebody had sent that to me. Man, that shit was funny. He said, Morrell. We team Morrell. We did this, we did that. I'm like, bro, he act like he was in the ring throwing hands with David Morrell. You wouldn't get hit with them punches? What'd you say, Ron J said? He said these killers got clean records. Never been to jail, but I'm supposed to be scared. Hey, you know what? Hey, Brandon, where Brandon at? Hey, Brandon, this why I be playing this clip all the time. I'm sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about what you gonna do when you see a nigga.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
Niggas catching bullets with their teeth, talking about what they gonna do now. You know, I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catching bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please. And then when you see them, guess what? They so nice. You know who a real nice guy? I'm finna tell y'all who a real nice guy is. Now, I never met the nigga, right? I'm in New York City. Facts. You guys know that Marco Boxing and the meter maid, I call her the meter maid, Officer Drew Titan, are real close. Officer Drew Titan say when he see Coach Malachi, said this a while ago, I'm going to do A, B, C, and D to him. I was so non-scared that Marco's Boxing, he has a comedy club right down the street from the Barclays Center. True story. I have Marco's Boxing number right here on my phone. He told me, when you come to the city, coach, hit me up. I want you to come. I want to meet you. I want you to come to my comedy club. It was me and Jamie from New York. I called Marco, who is close friends with the meter maid, Officer Drew Titan. The same dude who said when he see me, he gonna do A, B, C, and D to me. I was so scared that I called Marco and said, hey, yeah, Marco, man, I'm on my way to your comedy club. What's the address? He sent me the address. Me and Jamie went to the comedy club. I ain't hear nothing about it. He called doggone, yeah, Drew, we got the nigga set up. Coach gonna be right here at the comedy club in Brooklyn. He gonna be right at the comedy club. And guess what? We was there for 2 hours. Ain't nobody get slapped. Ain't nobody pull up. It wasn't none of that. I'm telling y'all the truth, fam. So I'm like, man, you know, it's true. Literally. So I was talking to Maestro. Maestro say, I said, Maestro, they say Me and him were joking and laughing, right? I called, one day we did a show, I called Maestro Boxing on my phone on the show. I said, Maestro, dude, you know, the media man say when he see me, he gonna do this and that, and Jabba the Hutt say when he see me, he gonna do this and that. I say, when I was in the stadium, how did you meet me? He said, well, I was at the concession stand with somebody else, and you walked up to me and tapped me on my shoulder. Literally. He said, you walked up to me and tapped me on my shoulder. Now, Master Boxing like 6'6". He tall like blood. He tall like blood boxing. Blood boxing about 6'5", something up. Yeah, he like 6'6". He taller than blood. A little bit, by an inch or whatever, right? We sat right there by the concession stand and talked for like 20 to 25 minutes. I said, Master, did I look like I was scared or anything? He said, no. He said, Coach, you was by yourself. I'm in the stadium by myself. I ain't had no security. I ain't had no homeboys. I ain't had no partners. It was just me. He like, nah, you ain't look scared at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga tell me, yeah, we see the nigga, we gonna jump the nigga. Y'all gonna jump little old me? Well, why Jabba the Hutt ain't do nothing when we was face to face? Why Jabba the Hutt ain't do nothing when we was face to face in the elevator? Me and Jabba the Hutt is in the same hotel, bruh. I was on the 10th floor. He probably was on the 11th floor. Nothing happened. Maestro say, you know what, Coach? He say, Drew Titan is really nice. Yeah, when you do CMF fights, he's one of the nicest people in the world. He's very respectful, very mannerable. It caught me off guard. I say, that tough ass nigga, that gangster nigga? Yeah, no, man. He say, no, that man nice as hell, man. That man don't do none of that shit. He ain't. Nah, he real friendly, Coach. You ain't, that dude, that ain't. Nah, he ain't. I mean, he do a lot of threatening shit on YouTube, but face to face, he the total opposite. I said, but damn. So that's why I asked Jabba the Hutt. When me and him were face to face, I say, is this some real beef or this some YouTube shit? Because if it's some real beef, okay, then we face to face. What's up? Let's get this shit over with. Because I ain't doing no running. I can tell you that right now. He said, no, man, he ain't even like that. He ain't like that, man. Man, man, won't get out like that. That's what he said. I like, all right, I hit the pat the nigga on the shoulder. I like, all right, man, I'm finna go. He said, hey, man, well, come on, man, let's talk, man. Let me buy you a drink. Nah, I'm good. Nigga, I thought the nigga was T-Pain. True. So now I'm like, you know what, man, I can't, man. I can't be taking these niggas serious, man. It is what it is. Let's give everybody a round of applause. I can't be taking these niggas serious, man. I can't be. So I just got to let y'all know, don't get mad. Don't take it personal. If somebody online saying they going to do A, B, C, and D to you when they see you, don't take it personal. Nothing is going to happen. They just having a digital, they are throwing a digital, this is what I like to call it. They are throwing a digital temper tantrum. Do you know what a digital temper tantrum is? It's like a child who, you got your little son or your nephew or whatever, and he's outside playing in the sandbox, or he's eating some candy or whatever, and you try to take the candy away from him, or you take him out of the sandbox, or you take the toy away from him, and he gets mad, go to kicking and screaming and throwing a fit. That's what these niggas do in boxing online. They throw digital temper tantrums. They go to yelling, they go to screaming, they do 10, 11, 12-hour lies. They go to threatening you, telling you what they're going to do to you, but that's about as far as it's going to go. He's just having a temper tantrum. He don't mean it. He ain't going to do nothing. The most peaceful person on the planet. These niggas in boxing. Dude say, who is Jabba the Hutt? Oh, 7A Sports TV. That's Jabba the Hutt. That's Jabba the Hutt. You get what I'm saying? I don't back up off of the boys. I don't really talk about them too much no more. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Zepper.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that dub. He said, good show. I appreciate it. This is the second one. Yeah, I don't, I say I'm gonna stall them out. I'm gonna stall them. Cause I've been on their bumper. I've been on their bumper for damn near 4 years. At some point in time, you got to let it go. So I decided to let it go. I said, I'm going to just let it go, dog. I'm going to let it go. It's over with. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, it's over with. I think they got the point. They got the point. Because I am super petty, bro. I am super petty. Everybody say, Berenice say, come on, coach, that's all sports. Hey, but you know what, Berenice? It's like that in football, but I don't really watch football. I don't really watch baseball. I don't really watch any of those things, right? So I do hear it's worse than football, and I heard it's really, really bad in gaming. In gaming, they do the same thing. So I can't really speak for it on that end. I can tell you what I'm directly involved in and my personal experiences since I've been doing it. Because everything I talk about, I speak on my experience, my personal experience. And that's all it is, fam. It is what it is. Hey, Brandon say, let it go, coach. Yeah, I don't let it go. Brandon, I'm working on myself. I'm working on myself right now. I'm trying to get saved. I don't want the Allah. I don't want the Moses, Buddha. I don't want the Jesus. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm on a spiritual journey right now. I'm trying to meditate, levitate in the sky. I'm tapping into my chakras. You know what I mean? Tapping into my chakras. And I'm trying to, I'm trying to, tap into that Ogun energy. Ogun. I'm trying to tap into that Ogun energy. I'm trying to make sure I'm in Shango shape. You get what I'm saying? I just let this shit go. It's over with. I'm like, man, these niggas dead, man. I don't kill these niggas, man. Like, I got a bunch of dead bodies laying around. They dead. It's like, what I'm gonna do? I can't re-kill them. They dead already. YouTube, I'm not talking about doing any harm to anybody. It's a figure of speech. I gotta say that. YouTube, I'm not threatening nobody. I'm not threatening nobody because YouTube be tripping. I'm not threatening nobody, and the AI don't understand context. You got to look at the context of what I'm saying. I'm using an analogy. This ain't no cold word. I ain't talking about trying to hurt nobody. It's a figure of speech. It's that's all it is. Okay? You got to let them know that now. Cause these niggas, they be, yeah, man, that nigga was talking about, hey, man, I was watching it live the other day. The man was talking about smoking, y'all. For real? Where is that? Send me the video. Look, I ain't talking about smoking nobody. All right? It's just a figure of speech. They want to throw that out there. Shout out to Brandy.
Hey, okay.
Summer November.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Retro Boss and the Documentaries.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Foodie.
Hey, okay.
My brother Justin Watson.
Hey, okay.
Round 1 in the building.
Hey, okay.
The lovely Miss Connie.
Hey, okay.
Can't forget about Miss Black Panther.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Zepper.
Hey, okay.
EMS in the building.
Hey, okay.
Al the Pal.
Hey, okay.
Retro Boss and the Documentaries.
Hey, okay.
Mr. Daniel Agnew.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to your boy Mambo.
Hey, okay.
Cooking with Sir Senior.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to G-Mac.
Hey, okay.
Berenice in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Avery.
Hey, okay.
The lovely Miss Connie.
Hey, okay.
Al the Pal.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to EMS.
Hey, okay.
Ray say, Coach, you working overtime. Yeah, as soon as I get off of this, I gotta come up with the show we're doing tomorrow. I already know what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow we talking about Tank. I'm telling y'all right now. Tomorrow we talking about Tank. Tank is the hottest name on YouTube right now. On social media, Tank is the hottest name on social media right now, but for the wrong reasons at this point. So we talking about Tank tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about Tank tomorrow and probably Tuesday as well. Matter of fact, we're gonna ride this Tank gravy train on out until it die down. No Diddy. True. Now I ain't made no videos. Shout out to No New Country. I haven't made no videos about Tank. None this week, fight week. Y'all notice that? No videos, fight week. Because I was trying to stay away from Tank because of the Tankamaniacs. Not the Tank fans, but the Tankamaniacs. The she goes, all that stuff there, right? Yeah, you can't do no show without Tank. So I proved that I can do a show without Tank. I ain't say nothing about him none this week. Last week. The week ended yesterday, right? So yeah, so now it's like, okay, and we might well talk about the nigga now. So that's it. You know what I mean? So we gonna see what's up. We got male groupie behavior. So the reason why I'm telling y'all, I studied it, I've done the research. Y'all ain't got to get emotionally invested in this stuff anymore. I've done it for you. I went through the growing pains, and I'm telling you what it is. These dudes and male groupies, they have a physical infatuation for their fighters, their favorite fighters. It's kind of like they're in love. They're in love, and I think we do know that because we know dudes who have Tank Davis' name tattooed on his hand. We know that. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all don't believe me? Y'all don't believe we know grown men in their 40s that wear Canelo glow-in-the-dark draws and have Tank Davis' name tattooed on his hand. You don't believe me? Watch this.
asleep and feel very, very good, 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 good. Shoop, shoop, shoop.
I'm just trying to tell you, dog. I haven't seen. Yeah, nigga, fuck Coach Malachi. I don't like the nigga haircut. You know, the nigga think he young, dog. I don't like him.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
D-Block, what happened with you and Coach Malachi, bro?
Bruh. Oh, you already know. See, Two-Tone. When somebody talks shit about you when they get so high.
Hey, D-Block, the other day on his live,
bruh,
he had showed a tattoo of you got Tank Davis tattooed on you for real?
Bruh. Two-Tone. That shit ain't nowhere around me no more. But we talk about another day, my brother.
Wait, man. What do you mean it ain't?
Go ahead, Ness.
What you mean it ain't nowhere around you no more? You had one?
Bruh.
Yeah, he had a Tank Davis tattoo.
Ness, I lost the bet. In front of everybody. I had to be a man.
Wait. Who bet
that was
you
me,
that?
Ness.
What?
That was
what?
me. Bruh. Yeah, that was me, Ness.
No.
But
Give me the details. Give me the details. But you bet. Who would Tank lose to? What made you do it? What was the bet?
Ryan Garcia. Garcia, Ness.
Wow.
But guess what, Ness? You know why I love you? Bruh. You know I respect you, Ness? Because I ain't a person like Coach Malachi that calls me out and calls me a taco and a burrito, a racist cunt that he is, and I go at him. But guess what, Ness? He'll cut me off before I go with him on the live. Because he's a bitch. Bruh. And that's what I'm going to say like that.
Man, Coach Malachi, a good brother. That's a good brother right there, man.
Motherfucker.
He put you on, bro.
He not 5'2". Bruh. He paints himself. He paints his hair. Paints his beard. Bruh. Trying to be a fucking young ass motherfucker. He ain't about shit, brother. But he can't fuck with me when it goes to a live.
Yeah, sorry about that. Y'all know what it is, man. It's not what it is, fam. You know, so, you know, I mean, I'm like, God damn, you know, niggas say, fuck me. Like, why fuck me? What did I do? Like, why fuck me? Like, what did I do? Like, you was my biggest fan. You was in love. You know what I mean? Like, God damn, fam. Like, you know, it is what it is, man. I'm like, God, what did I do? Fuck that 5'2" motherfucker. You know what I mean? And they say, he ain't 5'2". I'm like, God damn, well, what did I do? Like, why is fuck me? You used to call me all the time, fam. You put me on the phone with your mama. You had your beautiful daughters on the phone. Hey, girl, say hi to Coach Malachi. Then you did all that. I remember Rick Timms finna put foot off in your ass and said he was finna come to Dallas and whoop you and all that stuff there. You used to call me, fam. Copping deuces. I had to call Rick Timms for you and tell Rick to stall you out. Fact, true story. I had to call Rick, man. I call Rick Tills right now. If he answered the phone, he'll tell you the same thing. I had to beg the man, Rick, man, the man scared, dog. You were calling me scared, fam. I protected you from Rick. When everybody in the chat was on your bumper, I protected you. Why as fuck me? I made you who you is. Why would you, I made you. Why would I play you? True. I'm just saying, like I made you. Why would I play you? You get what I'm saying? When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove for the first time in my life. I say I need love. There I was, giggling about the games that I had played with many hearts, and I'm not saying no names. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that out there, man. Shout out to LL Cool J. Let's get LL some love. Let's get LL some love. Shout out to Al Powell.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said you made him. You gave him clout. He was not doing it for this thing. saying, you want to, you get what I'm saying? Nigga, now nigga want to be booed up. Now, I'm going to tell you something now. I am kind of jealous. I got jealous. He told Ness he loved him. He said, Ness, you know why I love you and respect you? So she blocked you sharing your love to another man. So you don't left from over here after confessing your love to me. Now you over there at the Boston Boys confessing your love to Ness. Chris Brown said these hoes ain't loyal.
True.
He did say that.
True.
He said that. Chris Brown said these hoes ain't loyal. For real though, he did say that. It is what it is, man. Peace to the family. Hey, you know what I mean? We probably need to do more of these night shows. I probably need to do more of these night shows because, I know other people be going live at night, Martin Ash and stuff like that. I probably need to do these night shows. I be going to bed early, dog. I be in bed by like 9 o'clock, 9:30, East Coast time. Like I wake up 5 in the morning, so I be to bed early, dog. But I went to the gym today. It is what it is, man. But much love to everybody, man. We will be live at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock this afternoon. We will be live. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Berenice. Shout out to John Martinez. Berenice say, please. He said, please. Hey, Jamal Charlo. Shout out to Jamal Charlo. You know what I mean? Where's my main man, Jamal Charlo? Shout out to Jamal Charlo. Jamal, let him know what it is, fam.
What he says we don't believe.
Let him know what it is.
I'm sorry?
160 is my weight division. I want to unify. I want to get Golovkin in the ring. I want to bring him to Houston. You know what I'm saying? I want to get Canelo out here to Houston. If they really to come down to 160, this is my weight division.
This man been boxing for 17 years, ain't unified a division yet.
True.
Some of these niggas that need to retire, dog. It is what it is, man. Peace to the family. Shout out to everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to Kiki, Jamie from New York, Al Powell, the lovely Miss Connie, John Martinez. Shout out to Marcos. Shout out to Daniel Agnew, my brother Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Shout out to Son Rando. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all nigga better be threatening blood. That's a big nigga, dog. That nigga about 6'5", dog. I'm just tell you, he got some big ass hands too. Just let you know now. Just let you know. Hey, listen. There's levels to threatening, right? There's levels to threatening. You gotta know who to threaten and when to threaten them. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Shout out to G-Trey in the building. Daniel Agnew, EMS, Al Powell, Schoolo, Miss Connie, Miss Black Panther. Summer, Foodie, shout out to Anthony Robertson, Kiki, Berenice, Sam Rando, Mr. Tomato Can, salute brother. Shout out to Mr. Tomato Can, my brother. Round 1, Justin, AJ. It is what it is, man. I catch you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace, family.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.